This DIY atmospheric water generator claims it can pull more than 2 liters of drinking water from the air every single day. Supporters say it works. Critics say the numbers don't add up. So instead of trusting marketing claims, we analyzed the design, the reported performance data, the energy requirements, and the published test results to find out one thing. Can the smart water box realistically deliver what it promises? Let's find out. The reason this matters is simple. There are hundreds of videos online claiming atmospheric water generators can produce huge amounts of water. Some claim 40 liters per day. Others claim 80. Some claim even more. But very few explain the conditions behind those numbers. Humidity, temperature, power consumption, water quality. Without those details, it's impossible to know whether the claims are realistic or just marketing. So we took the reported smart water box performance data and compared it with real atmospheric water generation principles to see whether the numbers actually make sense. And if you're already interested in building one yourself, the complete smart water box plans are available through the link in the description below. But stay with me, because we're about to break down the reported results, the energy costs, and the real-world performance expectations before you make any decision. Let's start with the environmental conditions used in the published performance results. Location: indoor residential environment. Average humidity: approximately 58%. Average temperature: 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Reported runtime: 24 continuous hours. Performance was evaluated using standard measurements including humidity monitoring, water collection volume, electrical power consumption, and basic residential water quality testing. Now let's look at how the reported production changed throughout the day. During the first 6 hours, humidity reportedly remained between 55 and 62%. Temperatures climbed slightly throughout the day. Reported water production during this period: approximately 410 milliliters. That's roughly 1.5 standard glasses of water. At first glance, that may not seem impressive. But atmospheric water generators typically become more efficient once internal cooling components reach stable operating temperatures. Reported energy consumption: approximately 0.7 kilowatt-hours. During the next 6-hour period, humidity reportedly dropped to around 51%. This is important. Atmospheric water generation is heavily dependent on humidity levels. As humidity decreases, water production usually decreases as well. Reported production during this period: 380 milliliters, slightly lower than the first phase. Reported energy consumption: 1.8 kilowatt-hours. Total reported production after 12 hours: 790 milliliters. The most interesting results appeared during the overnight period. Reported humidity levels increased significantly, reaching approximately 67%. This is exactly when atmospheric water generation becomes much more efficient. Reported production during the final 12 hours: 1.24 liters, more than the previous 12 hours combined. This aligns with what atmospheric water generation research consistently shows. Higher nighttime humidity often produces substantially greater water yields. Total reported production after 24 hours: approximately 2.03 liters. Total reported energy consumption: 1.9 kilowatt-hours. Quick reminder: if you'd like to see the complete smart water box plans, parts list, and assembly guide, you'll find them linked below. Now let's look at what these numbers actually mean for a real household. Let's put 2 liters per day into perspective. For drinking water alone, the average adult requires roughly 2 liters per day for basic hydration. Based on the reported results, One smart water box could potentially supply the daily drinking water needs of one adult under similar humidity conditions. For a family of 4, multiple units would likely be required. At average humidity levels between 55 and 65%, production expectations appear to fall somewhere between 1.5 and 2.5 liters per day per unit. Under higher humidity conditions above 70%, production estimates could potentially reach 3 to 4 liters per day. The key takeaway is simple. Humidity matters more than anything else. One of the biggest questions people ask is the water actually safe to drink? According to the reported water quality testing results, no bacteria detected, no lead detected, no pesticides detected, no nitrates detected. Reported pH 7.1. Essentially neutral. Reported chlorine 0. Water hardness very low. Based on the reported testing, the produced water met Bayside residential drinking water standards. Now let's talk about operating costs. Reported energy consumption 1.9 kilowatt hours per day. Using the average U.S. electricity rate of approximately 16 cents per kilowatt hour, operating costs would be roughly 30 cents per day, or around $9 per month. At approximately 2 liters per day, that works out to about 15 cents per liter. Compared to bottled water, that's significantly cheaper over time. So, do the smart water box numbers actually make sense? Based on the atmospheric water generation principles, the reported humidity levels, the reported production rates, and the reported power consumption, the answer appears to be yes. The reported performance falls within a realistic range for a properly functioning atmospheric water generator operating under moderate humidity conditions. Will it replace your entire household water supply? No. Will it provide a meaningful source of drinking water independence? Potentially, yes. Especially in areas with consistently moderate to high humidity. If you'd like to explore the complete smart water box plans and see how the system is designed, you'll find the link in the description below. And if you enjoy honest reviews, real-world analysis, and practical water-independent solutions, subscribe to Water Freedom. Because understanding the numbers is the first step toward making informed decisions.